Good morning, guys. This is Jim from His Nature Farm. I wanted to share something with you that I'm putting together today. I know on a homestead or farm in particular, what we're really looking for is obviously to do some self-sustaining agriculture. And with that, we also have a lot of gardening and planting that we plan to do. All of it, though, is dependent upon the weather. It's really good to have a good understanding of the weather in those areas and have some data. So with that, we purchased basically a weather observation center, a little weather kit you can get on Amazon. I went through a couple different types, and one thing I was specifically looking for was the ability to put additional sensors, any sort of things for moisture in the soil, maybe different temperatures, sensors in different locations on the property, so I can ascertain what's going on, particularly with the temperature in those areas at different times of the season. So we went forth and I purchased a weather system, and it's made by a very, very common brand called Ambient. They didn't sponsor this or anything like that. It's something I purchased on my own, but I wanted to show you kind of what it consists of, where I'm going to put it, and that sort of thing. So anyway, I'm going to show you this here right now. Okay, so this is our ambient weather station, and it comes with a lot of parts. Of course, nowadays they're pretty complete actually. This is a Ambient WS2902D. We will put a link for you if you're interested in purchasing something like this one. The main reason for this one is it has a couple of things that I really liked, and one is this right here, which you can't see because it's wrapped up. It's got its own screen right here, and I wonder if I could show a picture of it. The one reason is I wanted it to have the ability to have its own screen. Now, of course, you can also access it through the website. I'm not sure if they have an app for it or not. There may or may not be an app for it, but it's got its own screen here. It also has the ability to do a lot of different sensors. Now the sensors are not going to be all available on the screen. They'll be available on probably the website or maybe the app, but it's got a typical thing. It's got the weather vane, it's got the weather speed, the wind speed, got a rain gauge, very important to understand that. Also, it's going to mount on this here. Now I had to buy this mounting bracket extra. This goes on I'm going to do this on the fascia board of the outside of the house, and I'm going to put this where it's fairly unimpeded as far as wind and stuff like that, to get like an accurate reading. Now up here, the wind is whipping, so it's going to probably be different on different parts of the property. I don't think they have different weather speed indicators for different locations. I don't know if they have separate sensors for that. I don't think that'd be absolutely necessary, but it'd be nice to know. Of course, the rain gauge being very good, to have. So this is the main unit here, the main body of it, and it mounts to the pole. So I'm going to get this hooked up, put together. I'm not going to really go through it. They have a good video on how to do that. It's probably something that they're going to do a lot better here. Also, as you can see here, here's the gauge, here's the actual screen, and I'll show you when we get it hooked up. But the big thing is it's got Wi-Fi. So of course, got Wi-Fi, and then it could be on the network. So if you ever looked at like Weather Underground or anything like that, and you see the different weather stations, this is part of getting it on there. So if you want it posted on there for other people to see the different situations in your area or in other areas, you could do it through this ambient weather network as well, and I think that is posted directly to Weather Underground. So anyway, that's kind of it, and I'm going to put this together now, get it going, and I'll kind of show you when I'm done what it looks like, and then we'll see how it works. Okay, guys, I got it set up here inside the house before I go out on the roof and install this. I wanted to kind of show you real briefly what we have going on. It was actually pretty simple. Here is a solar. It tells you basically how much light you have, and I think as well UV, the amount of UV. So that's pretty interesting. Couple of things, it's got batteries in it that runs some of the sensors. I don't know how often we're going to have to change that. I mounted it to the pole here. Now, what's interesting is they want this facing north, this direction facing north. So what I did is I set it up against the wall where I knew the direction of the mounting pole, and then I set it up and tightened these down and faced it north. I'm not sure why that is. I guess it's got to do with light. Well, I know what it's got to do. It's got to do with this right here, which is wind direction. So obviously if this is facing due north, when this turns, it'll tell us the direction here. And here is the screen. It's nice, it's color, which is really cool. It's got an outdoor temperature. I don't know how it does the indoor temperature. I'm not really sure. I guess it's from this right here, obviously. But the outdoor temperature here, it's got our barometric pressure, time, and it's even got a forecast, and it does have an app. So it was really simple to hook up to the Wi-Fi and the app. It was really, really simple. I got it posted. You guys can look at it at His Nature is the actual ID for us here. But basically, yeah, it's great. I really thought it was great. And this works either off of power or 3 AAA batteries. So I'm going to jump out this window here, and I'm going to mount this, and then I'm going to show you when we're done. All right, we're back here on the roof, and I have my weather station mounted. There it is up there. It is mounted to the fascia board here, and just what we did is we leveled it up top. There's a bubble up there that gives you the right level. Now, I kind of estimated it because obviously I'm not on a ladder to see exactly, but I leveled this post, make sure that was flatly mounted, leveled it this direction and this direction here. And then I tucked it underneath the drip edge and bolted it in 2 spots. I didn't bolt it here because I didn't want it to interfere with the drip edge and get in there. So it's all secured. Looks like it's all good. And let's get in there and take a look and see what we got. All right, guys, let's see if we're having a little bit of a glare issue here. You can see me in it. Okay, so we see here, yep, we got our mile an hour, our wind speed, we got our temperature, outdoor, we have our time, barometric pressure, showing our UV now, showing how much light. I'm not sure how it's measured, what the measurement is there. I'm not sure exactly what a lot of this stuff does. Oh, there we go. It changes the, it changes the different displays on the wind, miles per hour. I'm not sure what all that is, but anyway, yeah, it looks good. So it's a nice display. It is all color, which is great. So I'm going to get a couple of additional sensors here, and I think we can add them to some of this, but then on the app, which there is, as I said earlier, there is an app for it. But so ambient weather is this, and I think it's a 2900. It's going to be in the notes. But well, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful for you. Weather is the big deal when it comes to any sort of farming, anything really. So if we can have a better gauge on weather, then it's going to help us out. So thanks a lot. And remember to please like and subscribe. Really appreciate your comments as well. And maybe if you've had any other experiences with any other brands, that's always good and helpful. This is Jim from His Nature Farm.